Finish this quote with me. A jack of all trades is a master of none. That's exactly what they told us. But what if I told you that's a lie? That's a scam. They got us again. This has held back so many entrepreneurs, millions of them, including myself, because that is a misquote. The quote goes like this: a jack of all trades is a master of none, and oftentimes better than a master of one. Marinate on that. Today, I'm going to break down why this was misquoted, what's the benefit, who benefited from it, and what you need to know about having multiple trades, multiple passions, because that's actually what makes your business thrive and make you successful. If you're interested in knowing how I debunk this and what the truth really is, I'm going to do like I always tell you to do. Stick around and let's go for this ride.
Yeah, boy, they almost got us. I caught them, though. It just took me 54 years to do so, but I caught them. So hopefully I'm getting you earlier on. That way you can change your mindset. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to debunk it, and then we're going to reprogram ourselves at the end with the golden nugget. Before I do so, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to click the subscribe button below. Subscribe. Help a brother out and also help yourself out. In the meantime, let's go ahead and dive into section number 1, the real quote and why it even matters in the first place. It was meant as a compliment, a praise to people who were versatile, adaptive, and had multiple skills and multiple passions. A group of people had to come along, come up with a scheme and say, look, we're going to chop off the back half because it doesn't benefit us. And we're going to get into why and who did this. It changed the whole meaning of the quote. It went from a compliment and empowering people like you and I that are entrepreneurs to actually insulting us. It took our minds and it shifted. It shifted our identity. It shifted what we thought about passions and trades. It shifted what we thought about success. And a lot of us have been damaged and hurt by it. And today, we're going to go ahead, lick them wounds, and get up and rebound. Now, section number 2 is about those people, why they did it, who were they, and who's still benefiting. It's going to be broken down 3 little micro sections here. The first one is because it was short, it was simple, it was easy to sell you, it was easy for you to remember. That's the reason why they did it, but they can program you. Nice little words, to be a master of none, right? The second part of that is that they did it because it was during a time in America when you had the Industrial Revolution. And in that time frame, they wanted you to be soldiers marching along, taking orders. They didn't want you to be creative. They didn't want you to have multiple skills. They didn't want you to be a generalist. They wanted you to specialize in what they wanted you to do, and they wanted you to march and do what they told you to do. And the last one is really still going on today. They wanted to market to all of us. So they wanted us to niche down. So not just entrepreneurs, but they tell kids this all the time in school. Hey, look, you need to get one major, you need to get one focus, and you need to target that, and you need to become really good at that. Now they know how to market to you because you have a niche, and they can put you into niche categories. That's so slick, and they're still doing that today. This is the reason why, and I say they are the people who were in control, the corporations, the power brokers, the ones who benefit and make money off of us being on the hamster wheel chasing 1 carrot instead of chasing 10 carrots. Section number 3. This one is personal to me. It's very personal because I participated. And this is the passion myth, the thing that handicapped us and kept us held back from our potential. As a consultant, I've helped numerous entrepreneurs, as you already know, if you have been listening to any of my videos. In doing so, I have advised them incorrectly. I have told them that they need one passion, that they need one focus, and that they need to run that one lane in order to be successful. Because I believe the same thing. I was too fooled. So I do apologize for my part. Did not mean any ill will about it. Because what I realize is that we as people, we evolve, we grow, we expand, we rediscover. We are developing all the time. Some passions you had when you were younger, you don't have now. Some skills you didn't have in the past, you do have now. So if we try to make ourselves one-dimensional, then we are limiting our potential. Our multiple passions, our multiple trades, our multiple skill sets is our power, is our value. So don't let nobody restrict you. Section number 4, I'm going to take that and going to break it down how multiple passions, multiple trades actually works and benefits you to be able to grow as a company and to be profitable as an entrepreneur and go against everything them people out there have been teaching. There are 4 reasons why being a jack of all trades really benefits you having all those passions because it gives you an advantage. Markets change, climates change, trends change, and someone who's just a specialist will get stuck, get left behind because they might be old, antiquated. But somebody who adapts and is versatile and has multiple skill sets and multiple passions, they can move with the punches. This is why it's your advantage. Number 2, multiple skills creates innovation. Think about it. If you were just a marketing person, you might be limited unless you maybe had some psychology skills or some psychology education. So now you can see how they match up. If you went to school and you learned how to be creative in design and you were exploring your creativity, something of that nature, wouldn't it be nice to also know how to be a strategist, someone who knows strategy? So now you can take the creativity plus the strategy, your peanut butter and your chocolate, and come up with a Reese's cup. A Reese's cup is a lot better tasting than just peanut butter and chocolate by itself. This is the reason why that's an advantage. Number 3, multiple skill sets get you multiple streams of income. Think about it. If you could do multiple things, you can make income multiple ways. If you have a company, you just don't want one product. You want multiple products or you want multiple tiers of products. So you as a person, you are your own company, your own brand. So having multiple skill sets, multiple passions will allow you to make more money. Number 4, identity flexibility builds longevity. If you do not be flexible with your identity and who you are, if it's not shifting, when everything else shifts, you will be left behind. You will be still. This is the reason why taking your passions and having multiple of them are going to allow you to be able to have longevity. That's why you see people sell companies and start another company in a different vertical, and they do multiple things in their life. It's not just one thing. So don't let anybody ever box you into that. Section number 5 is going to help you reframe the conversation because you're still probably got a little program saying, well, man, I don't know about that, bro. You need to focus on one thing or you're still going to have people being naysayers. You're not being scattered when people go, oh, you're scattered all over the place. No, you're stacking. You're stacking passions and skill sets. And those are creating something bigger and greater. That's how you reframe the conversation. Your passions are not distractions. Your trades are not distractions. This is your new identity. Look at me. Yeah, I'm different. You can't pinpoint me. You can't figure me out. I got a little bit of everything. Yeah, I'm surrounding you. Aren't you scared? That's right. That's what they don't want you to have. That's why we're reframing this conversation. They don't want you to be able to have the multiple skills to be able to combat when they come at you, or they want you to be positioned for they can figure out how to get you. As a brand, as a company, you better know how to move and shake in different lanes, different ways, and have different skill sets. Because if you don't, you will be defeated. This is how the great ones make it. This is how they're successful. This leads me to the golden nugget. Multiple passions or now your purpose. So when people say find your passion and go into business, well, then that means you're going to have multiple businesses or multiple streams or multiple verticals. So your purpose is not attached to one thing anymore. It's not attached to one ideal. It's not attached to one ideology. It is attached to the diversity of who you are. And we're all different. We're all unique. So what I have is different from what you have. Like a snowflake, you are different. and you're allowed to accept this. This has totally opened up my eyes. It's been mind blowing to me because now I feel like I can tap into other areas where I was scared to go because I thought I was losing focus and things of that nature. If you felt the same way and you're walking away a little bit more relieved, more empowered, then I want you to give me some thumbs up and put some comments down below. Tell me the multiple passions and trades you have. Let me know what your thoughts are on that and how you might think about attacking it now that you're empowered. In the meantime, don't forget, watch these videos here. These are great videos. They're going to help you with your multiple passions and skill sets, and it's going to help you become a great entrepreneur. This is your boy, J.I., a random podcast. I'll holla at you on the other side.